beep, beep, beep. Welcome to the court of the Edijester. I'm charging me face mask lights. they aren't very good. You know, I'm going to have to get some other ones, I think, because I quite like the glowing eyes. And I've had a couple of people complaining, old butter balls or whatever his name is, telling me that my lights are gone. I know. I'm on it. All right, I'm on it. This is huge. Right? This is absolutely huge. So this is a Jester special. And you know how excited I get about those. So here we have, oh God, this is something that we've all been waiting for, and it looks like it's finally going to become a reality. So very important, one of the major planks in the gender nuttery and the trans lunacy. Looks like it's about to be undone on a grand scale. So we have reporting from the Tory graph. Wait for it. I feel like we should have some sort of, fanfare. Single-sex lavatories to be compulsory in restaurants, bars and offices under new law. That's it. Great. This is a real push forward. Huge, massive. I'm sure that all the groups that have pushed for single-sex spaces for women are going to be cheering this and having champagne. In my case, it'll be coffee. Building regulations will be changed later this year. So it's going to happen this year, to make it compulsory to provide separate facilities for men and women. Single-sex lavatories will become a legal requirement for all new restaurants, bars, offices and shopping centres, the government has announced. Fantastic news. Protects the women's and the girls, right? And the small, it protects everyone. This is fantastic news. The law will apply to new non-residential buildings, but existing businesses could also be caught up by the rules if they undergo major renovations. So this is great. It has recently become popular for restaurants, bars and other commercial spaces to provide gender-neutral lavatories rather than different facilities for men and women. But ministers said single-sex provision is necessary to alleviate safety, privacy and dignity concerns. Writing for The Telegraph, Lee Rowley, the housing minister, said the government wanted to challenge activists who have promoted gender-neutral facilities and support what most people thought was common sense. That's what they're going to do. So the government's going, right, this is just common sense. That's got to be. There's a war chest, isn't there? There's a war chest ready for the election. Right, it's going to come bursting out about 6 weeks before the election with every single stupid thing that Labour has said and done and supported. That's what I'd do if I were them. I've said this before, and I think that's what we're going to get. We'll see. It'll be fun anyway. Either way, it'll be fun to watch. Right? But this is a great move forward. He said the government wants to ensure that single-sex toilets providing privacy, decency and space for both sexes are not abolished for alternatives which might offer none of that and make the whole process of using the loo even more inefficient. The policy will be seen as by many as an attempt by Rishi Sunak to advertise his conservative credentials as he faces pressure to move the party to the right ahead of the general election. Yes, many will see it like that, and I do hope that's exactly what he's doing, because the Overton window is now stretched so far, right? So far that if it was a cow's backside, you could drive a tunnel through it, right? So we need to get back to, it's not right wing, it's centrist, okay? Because the mad left have dragged it so far the other way. The Old Vic Theatre, sorry, my apologies. Last month it was announced that the NHS constitution will be changed to declare that sex is a matter of biology and a landmark shift against gender ideology. It's like somebody's constantly delivering really nice curry every 5 hours. Last year, the government's long-awaited first guidance for teachers on trans issues saw schools told to presume that a child cannot change gender. We're going to have to be much stronger on that one, folks. Rishi, you need to be stepping up, because we know that the minute they take on a trans identity is a safeguarding issue. Safeguarding is the primary lens here through which this must be seen. Trans is a safeguarding issue. Kemi Badnock, the Women and Equalities Minister, said these regulations will guide organisations to design unisex and single-sex toilets, ending the rise of so-called gender-neutral mixed-sex toilet spaces which deny privacy and dignity to both men and women. Absolutely right. I used to hate it years ago. I go to a gay club like Essentials, and the men would be in there just wanting to have a pee and get ready, and these gaggles of women would come in, and you go, get out. What are you doing in there? This is the men's, kindly leave. And then, it used to drive me insane. Today's announcement will also create better provisions for women so that our particular biological health and sanitary needs are met. Fantastic. This is following our work last week, limiting the use of mixed-sex wards in the NHS, and demonstrates how this government is committed to ensuring single-sex spaces are protected for all. Now, let's see old slimy Keir Starmer get out of this one. They don't like it. The consultation that underwent around buildings and stuff, right, highlighted concerns from women, the elderly and the disabled, who felt unfairly disadvantaged by gender-neutral lavatories, where users share cubicle and hand-washing facilities as they often lead to increased waiting in shared queues, decreased choice and less privacy and dignity. I'm going to tell you now, I'm seeing this third spaces crap come up again. They aren't getting third spaces. They are not a priestly class. They are men or they are women. That's it. Male, female, boy, girl, men, women. You can't disentangle those things. Sex matters, okay? Ha! Legally binding regulations will be reworded later this year to make clear that in a new non-domestic building, different lavatories must be provided for men and women. So-called universal self-contained lavatories made up of a single lockable cubicle with hand washing facilities will still be allowed, providing there are also single-sex lavatories. So in effect, they're done, right? It's just great. It's just fantastic. All the lookable queues are going to be going absolutely bloody insane about this. Good. Behave yourselves. There are also some new buildings which will be kept outside of the new rules, such as care homes, schools, which have their own separate guidance. So they're also exempted. But the guidance is already there about single-sex toilets. It comes as the leading industry group was scrutinised over guidance relating to whether self-identifying transgender women can use single-sex spaces. The Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development, who I wouldn't believe a thing of, I think they're absolutely useless. Because do you remember I did a video about it? They took it down. YouTube took that video down for hate speech. Because I exposed the CIPD for the nutters they are. There you go. Right? Took it down. They represent HR professionals, was singled out for advice that said it is discrimination to refuse a transgender person access to a female facility, which they got wrong. Well, the CIPD are captured. Watch my video. You've only got to see it. If you want to see how bad the CIPD can bloody get, right? Then go and watch my video. But this is fantastic news. Come on, Bank Holiday Monday, Jester special midday-ish, and single-sex toilets moving forward. I'm calling that a win for reality. And if you want to find the CIPD videos and see how bad they can get, just search CIPD on my Twitter timeline, because I put it on Twitter because they took it down. They don't like it up on YouTube. All right. Come on, teacher, do the thing. Buy me a coffee, whatever it may be. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of the bank holiday, and I hope you will too. This is extraordinary news. It's a distinct and absolute win. I'll see you later, all right? Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.